Hey lovelies, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Mamus Ate, a makeup artist based in Delta State, Nigeria. This is your first time of stopping by. Thank you. If it is not, thank you for coming back to view my channel. Here with me is Osan Adria. Introduce yourself, not just Osan though. I said introduce yourself.
Osan Adria. I'm a lawyer, makeup artist as well, taught by my
darling. Oh, see my big daughter. That is also a lawyer. So if you have any case, I beg, let us do so that as we are painting face, we'll also be able to judge your case. So just a brief introduction of who my darling Osan Adria is. She was one of us, a student of mine towards December 2014 and later graduated very early, I think around January 2015. And that's how we met. During the period of her stay, she was really an interesting and lovable person. Respectful. You know that student that will keep to rules and regulations. With me now, and we want to discuss about discipline. What is discipline? Discipline is doing the right thing at the right time. It's something you should be conscious of, something you should just deliberately tell yourself you want to do. Every human, every successful human, to some extent, have a level of discipline in them. We want to talk about discipline from parents to children. Yes.
I'll be giving from children's perspective.
Does discipline teach a child to do things differently?
Yes, it does. As a child grows up and develops, obviously, the parents will have to instill discipline at every stage of the child's life. So as the child grows older, there are different things the child will have to learn and understand about life as the child grows older. So yes, it makes a difference.
Thank you.
Does discipline create a connection or disconnection between parents and their children?
It depends.
Yes, it depends.
Yes, it depends. If you correct a child or scold a child and then let the child know what he did wrong and why you're punishing him, then it will definitely create a connection between you and that child. But where you just beat the child or shout at the child without telling the child what he did and how to correct it in the future, it will bring this disconnect as if it's like a military relationship.
You're right. Truth. Actually, what I do is for my kids, time I discipline them, I always explain to them why I did that. Immediately I do that, or for the days that I'm really upset or very angry with whatever they did that made me discipline them, I might just let them be for a couple of minutes or hours, then later on draw their attention to why I did what I did, so they feel better and they know that it's not as if I'm maltreating you or I'm just bullying you. I call them back and let them know why I did this was because you did this, so next time don't do this. In that way, I feel they get more connected to you rather than being disconnected, because discipline is something you really need to understand. If you don't apply it properly, that child might just be disconnected from you forever or for a very long period of time, and during that period of time certain things might creep into the child's mind.
Does discipline teach a child to take responsibility for their actions?
Yes, it does.
Yes, I agree. Growing up, my dad used to tell us that he doesn't know how to beg. He will not beg anybody for anything, so you have to behave yourself. And my dad is one person that when he says something, he's not going back on it. I didn't fall prey, thankfully, because I listened. But my elder brother, the time we knew that statement was real was where he got into trouble in secondary school just before WAEC. My father did not beg. He did not vote as if anything was happening. So I would say yes, it does. So you know that if people are going left and you're supposed to go right, you know that the kind of father you have in the house, he will not beg anybody for anything. So you better carry your leg and do the right thing. My mother used to say, where people are dancing, dance. Not when party has finished, you will come and start dancing. So don't do the right thing. The truth is, you always know the right from your left from your right, the good and the bad. So just do the right thing. It may seem, especially in these days where it may seem like everybody is doing the trendy things, but you know what's right, you know where you're coming from. So yes, I would say this thing, because me, as I'm old like this, sometimes when my friends are doing something, I'll say thank you, but me, I know the house I'm coming from, I cannot.
Exactly.
No, hey.
I agree.
You sleep in the police station.
I agree. Oh, this one I agree well.
You want to embarrass? So yes, like yeah.
A little contribution to what my darling said. Yes, it does. I'm talking from the parental angle now. You know, she's still a child. Me, I'm a mom. Yes, a mom of 3 boys. You know what it is to have 3 boys in the house. They can scatter everywhere for you. So I'll just speak from the mom angle. For me, I've been able to let them understand, even from a very early age, that you take responsibility for your action. So you need to be disciplined. I tell you, don't do this and you do that. You need to know I'm going to punish you for that. I don't care if you'll be giving me all smiley face. Hey, mommy, please. No. I'm going to punish you for that. And when I'm done, I will explain to you why I did that. So you need to know as you grow older that you take responsibilities for your action each time you disobey any of the house rules.
Should parents follow through with a particular pattern of discipline?
No. I won't agree with that. Personally, I won't, because I think as children grow older, their level of punishment should change, their level of discipline should change.
Does the disciplinary technique or method used on a child make a difference?
Yes, it does. You will observe the child first to know if the child is a soft child or a very strong child. There are some children that, if you like, flog them from now till next year. They will still do that very thing and they will not cry. While there are some children that before you even shout, they start crying. So yes, the disciplinary method matters a lot. So you have to understand the child first to know which one works. There's no need in beating a child that once you just say stop it, the child will obey you. That's not going so far. While when you know the children that if you say don't go here, before you turn they've gone there, that one you know that okay, you have to be a bit stricter with that child than the other child. So yes.
So that means it goes both ways. You need to have the iron hand and the ice cream hand.
Yes.
Whichever way, it is discipline.
Discipline helps to separate a child from their action.
Definitely yes. As human beings generally, we tend to make mistakes here and there. The most important thing is knowing that or recognizing that you've made a mistake, correcting it, and then moving forward, not making that mistake again.
That's true.
So you have to let the child know that okay, this thing you did is not good. You're not a bad person, but if you continue to, let's say for instance, take someone's pencil from their bag, then you'll be termed a thief. But now that you've taken it, you can go and return it to your friend and apologize and move forward from it, and then don't take what is not your property again. So it separates the child from the action.
That's true.
Yes.
Thank you. Keep talking of punishment. My kids are below 10. Educate them from time to time that in life there is a word called discipline, and it is a word that you need to imbibe in yourself as a human being to get better now and to get better, more better in the future. Which means for everything you do wrong that I've told you not to do, there is a punishment for it. It doesn't mean I hate you, no. It just means you are going to be punished for it, so that once they get to 8 years, you start washing plates. I have a little stool that my furniture person made for me. So they will stand on top of the stool and start washing plates. They tried it the first day, second day, third day, and I usually introduce this method during holidays so they don't go late to school. So they tried the first day, second day, third day, that week, next week. Gradually, first day, the whole place flooded with water. Second day, my soap, full soap, is halfway. Third day, empty. Fourth day, fifth day, the whole place is a mess. But you know what? I don't tell them to stop. I tell them to continue that until that plate is clean. You are not leaving the stool that you are standing on top, and you are not leaving that kitchen sink. And when you are done washing that plate, you rinse the place and clean the whole place. So for the first time, the oldest one, that's around 10, started crying. I'm tired, mommy is wicked. I said, I'm not wicked, I cook, you ate. Don't you think you need to wash your plate? Should I wash your plate for you? So after a period of time, I was able to let him understand that washing plates is not a punishment. It's just a level of discipline. As a child, you take your plate to the sink, you drop it, you wash it. And different folks for different pattern of discipline. So you just need to study your child and get to know what kind of discipline or what kind of punishment works for them. I don't say you never born, but just tell us what you think you would do if or by the time you start giving us babies, what you think you are going to do, that discipline that mommy and daddy imbibed in you, that shaping you to be what you are now, what are you going to do? So you cannot speak from the child or children perspective. I've spoken from mother's perspective. So please guys, she need to tell us.
Okay.
We need to know.
I'll start. I'm a firm believer in when you use this hand to beat your child, you use the other hand to welcome the child in love, which is what many parents, well, I don't want to throw my parents under the bus, but to an extent, my dad didn't do that. Where you scold with one hand and then you probably forget to bring the child back in love with the other hand. So I think that's the only thing I would do different from what my parents did, is that yes, as a parent, I'm going to beat you, I'm going to scold you, but there are times where I will actually tell you, you know, okay, like just encourage you, give you words of affirmation and all that. And I feel like as a parent, it's not bad. I don't know, but it's not bad for you to apologize to your children when you genuinely did something wrong to them. But African parents say,
so by the time we apologize now, you go do the thing again. You say my mommy begged me, my mommy begged me.
No, it's not I'm saying where you as a parent probably wrong your child, it's okay to apologize to the child. It's not going to kill you.
Talking from the parent angle, what makes you think we will be thinking or will be helping you to think that we have offended you?
No, but you can offend, you're a parent to the child, yes, but you both are human beings. You can actually offend. We all know that there are some times where our parents, I don't want to use the word overreacted, or treated us in a way that is not the nicest. It's not bad, or it won't be bad for you to apologize, but you say not me born you,
now me born you before
calm down. But then I understand where you're coming from, that let the child not come and feel like, oh, my mommy apologized to me, so you the child, you're not the parent of your mom.
Yes, so how?
But it's not bad once in a while to,
once like, in a while, depending on the offense.
I did this to you, or I wouldn't have done this to you there, okay, but don't do it again. No, but me on my part, I wouldn't have done it to you too. So, but like I said, my parents did a good job. I believe
I know.
They did a good job.
See you now. I know.
They did a good job. So the thing I would do, like I said earlier, is just correct.
And that's the thing about discipline. Let me just chip in something. That's the thing about discipline. Discipline is something that you cannot pretend to have. It's either you have it or you don't have it. That's just the definition rather for discipline. It's either you have it or you don't have it. There are people you meet, you just know. Within the first 5 minutes of interaction, you just know that this one is zero discipline. There are also people you meet. From the first meeting down, gradually, you might not know that they are disciplined, but as you get closer to them, as you start building a particular relationship with them, you find out that, this person is a disciplinarian. She might be funny, she might be playful, but she knows how to draw the boundary. There are lines you should not cross. There are rules you should not break. So that's the thing about discipline. When you discipline a child, there is a level of caution a child carries differently. That's just it. Afa, you agree?
Yes.
You not agree?
I agree.
You agree?
Yes. And nothing now to add is, you will see some homes that, let's say there are about 3-4 children. About 3, they are well behaved. While 1, you'll be questioning their paternity and maternity if they are from this home or not. So what I'm trying to say is, as the child grows older, you have to teach them that you will not be there with them all the time. Like for me, I would say I started leaving the house by like secondary school, because I went to a boarding school, so I was 90% of the time I'm in school. So you have to teach them that, you know what, you have to learn to discipline yourself as you grow older in life, because it's not every time your parents will be there to see you, or you may not even be surrounded with good friends that will tell you that what you're doing is right or what you're doing is wrong. So you have to learn to discipline yourself and let yourself know that, okay, you know what, this thing I'm doing is wrong, or this thing I'm doing is right. So that's what I want to add.
So we have come to the end of today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to subscribe, remember to like, remember to share, and remember to comment down below. Drop a comment and tell me what you would want to see on the next video. See you on my next video. Bye.